I'm curious why as a woman who works at the United Nations, why you would even want to have a specter of doubt about it. I've read so many
because of the beheaded babies, because of the claim of beheaded babies. How many journalists, sorry, Piers, including yourself, have amplified this news and used this argument of the beheaded babies?
What do you think I said?
Well, you have
what do you think I said?
You have asked the people, do you condemn Hamas? And you have mentioned the beheaded babies.
What do you think I said?
What do you mean what I think you said?
Quote back to me what you think I said about babies.
Beheaded babies?
Yeah.
Did you say that or not?
All I've seen ever since...
Did you say that or not?
I'm about to answer you. All I've seen ever since is that I apparently said that up to 40 babies have been beheaded. I never said that. It's completely untrue.
You said, no. Look, you have referred to, I don't know if 40, you have referred to the beheaded babies or to the babies
I talked about babies being killed, people being beheaded, which they were, because you know how we know that? Because Hamas broadcast it on their GoPro cameras.
Okay, so this video came out last week, and it's made me curious. Did Piers Morgan mention the beheaded babies or not? Because he seems to be very, very confident that he doesn't. And in fact, there was a clip with Bassem Youssef too. It kind of got me off guard because he basically denies that he said anything about beheaded babies. And then Bassem Youssef quotes him saying that you said this. And he's like, yeah, I did say that. And they sound very close. And I'm like, why is he trying to change up what he said? And what is this game he's playing? This is a clip he said with Bassem Youssef.
Three things. The story about the decapitated babies.
That was not true.
Good. So why didn't the Western media refute it? Why didn't they?
Well, it was refuted very quickly.
Really?
Yes.
But
very quickly.
How many times how many times the Western media has used that media? Until today, Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, is still repeating it. Until now, Benjamin Netanyahu.
It's not true.
I know, but it was.
But it has been discounted by the media.
No, not really.
It has.
Not really. And it didn't, and in the discounting and refuting, and I think when you have an apology or a retraction, it has to be...
Yeah, but I was accused of saying it. I never said it.
You said...
No, I didn't say it.
You said, it came to me as a revelation that I read about 40 murder babies, some of them are decapitated.
Yeah, maybe in that, yeah.
You said
which
that.
Which were early reports.
With John Collins.
Yeah.
Right?
Which were early reports.
I understand.
Which turned out not to be true.
I know, but like but you understand the shock, the initial shock that made the public turn a blind eye of what's happening.
See, again here, Piers Morgan says that, oh, the news about the beheaded babies was totally false. And then Bassem Youssef says, you said it though, bro. And he's like, no, I didn't. I did not. And then he says, you said children died. Some of them were beheaded. And he's like, yeah, I may have said that. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, whoa, hold on. What's the difference here? I mean, the number doesn't really matter. It's, were you a part of the propaganda machine in which you had forwarded these lies onto the major public and basically made the public believe something that was not true? And Piers Morgan, I mean, he is the one who's splitting hairs here. So look, I went back and I looked at the original clip. Bassem Youssef mentioned it here. And I wanted to see what exactly did Piers Morgan say. And I have that clip here for you once and for all. Let's go ahead and expose what Piers Morgan actually said.
I myself choked up earlier reading this new revelation about 40 babies being killed.
Oh my God.
And some of them being beheaded. And I was like, how can any human being do that to a baby?
So I'm going to let you be the judge of that. So he is having a big issue with people saying that, oh, Piers Morgan, you said 40 kids, 40 babies were beheaded. Piers Morgan is like, I never said that, bro. And then you look back and he basically said, babies were killed. Some of them were beheaded. He's literally, these are semantics, man. These are semantics. Piers Morgan, stop playing games like this. You're losing credibility. Honestly, you are. I mean, as much as a lot of people hate on you, there is a part of me that does respect the fact that you give platform to a lot of Palestinians because they don't get a platform any other place. And so it's a way for them to inform others about their cause. So there is a part of me that respects you, but you are losing credibility by playing semantics here. It would be much better for you to just say, yes, that news came out at the time. I was wrong. And I corrected myself when I found out I was wrong. It's just like that. But by denying it, look, we're in the world of the internet. everyone can go back and check exactly what you said. The internet does not lie. But because me and all the viewers here, we can't confront you, we had to get our good buddy Mehdi Hassan to confront you. So next, I got the clip of Mehdi Hassan on Zeteo, on Mehdi Hassan's private news network, basically confronting Piers Morgan on this issue. I hope you enjoy it.
Do you regret, Piers, a year later, having used your very big platforms, YouTube, Twitter, to spread that atrocity propaganda, to repeat the Israeli line uncritically, saying, and I quote, 40 babies being killed, some of them being beheaded?
Well, I never said, as people have tried to claim, that 40 babies got beheaded, right? We do know that some babies were killed.
One.
We do know a baby was kidnapped.
Oh, come on, Piers Morgan. Like he said, do you regret saying the specific sentence you said? And you said, actually, I never said 40 babies were killed. No one here said that. No one here said that.
Well, I mean, what I find fascinating about this, when people start going on their Hamas defense.
That's not a Hamas defense. We're journalists. We believe in facts. Right?
I know.
Oh, come on, Hamas defense. I'm getting really tired of this. Anything pro-Palestinian becomes pro-Hamas, man. Come on. Just don't lie. That's all we're saying.
But I also had Bassem Youssef on last week saying there was no sexual abusive.
Bassem Youssef can speak for himself. I'm asking you about 40 babies being killed, some of them being beheaded. Do you regret saying that as a journalist? You correct things when you're wrong.
As you know, well, I've already said this on my show. So had you done your research in the capable way you say you do, you would know that I've already said, yeah, it turned out that 40 babies were not killed.
That's weird because I've just checked this morning and all your tweets are still up saying that 40 babiis were killed. So if you've corrected it.
I've said it on my show.
But your tweet, you have how many million followers do you have? I know you love talking about your followers.
A lot more than you.
Yeah, how many?
I think it's 8.8 million.
So 8.8 million, we could still see multiple
But they
examples.
can watch my show.
Which show?
My Piers Morgan Uncensored.
But multiple shows. So you say you got it wrong and you apologise for getting it wrong. Have you apologised?
Let me be clear.
I'm just trying to get to the
facts.
facts.
Let me be clear.
Okay.
Let me answer. Okay. Right? There was a report that said 40 babies had been beheaded.
Yeah.
People believed it in the moment. It turned out not to be true. I never actually said 40 babies had been beheaded, contrary to the avalanche of people who on a daily...
You passed it off as fact, Piers. Come on.
I didn't. No,
October
I didn't.
10th, talking to Joan Collins. This new revelation of 40 babies being killed, some of them being beheaded. How can any human being do that to a baby?
Right.
There's nothing in there that expresses any doubt.
Right, I didn't say 40 babies got beheaded.
You said 40
read it
babies
yourself.
killed, some of them being beheaded. That's false.
Right.
None of them were beheaded.
Right, okay.
And
So-
you said it as fact.
Okay, but why are you defending Hamas?
That's your response. I'm not defending
Do
Hamas.
you
I
think-
just started with Hamas did war
Were any
crimes
babies
on
killed?
October the
Were any
7th.
babies
Horrific,
killed?
and they should all go to prison.
Were any babies killed?
Yes, children were killed. Yes.
Right, were any kidnapped?
But I'm wondering why you pushed an Israeli propaganda line.
Were any kidnapped?
Yes.
Okay.
Horrific,
Were any
and I've condemned it, Piers.
Were any people beheaded?
I've condemned
Were any
it.
people
I
beheaded?
believe a Thai worker and maybe a soldier were, according
People
to
were
a video.
beheaded.
Yeah.
Okay, so babies were killed, babies were kidnapped, people were beheaded, right? And your position is you want to sit here and split hairs about.
Well,
how
people
many...
died as a result of this, Piers. A kid was killed in
Oh,
Illinois by a guy who believed this stuff.
1,200 people got killed.
But you and I are not
in
responsible
one
for that,
day,
right? You and I are not
And
responsible.
nearly
Piers,
7,000 got wounded.
You and I are not responsible for
You
that.
want to sit here and try and defend Hamas.
Where did I defend Hamas?
You are.
When?
You're trying to downplay and diminish what they did.
I literally started by saying, don't we both agree the kidnapping and killing of civilians are war crimes?
Right.
So how did I defend Hamas?
But
That's a lie. You just lied.
Yeah, but are you suggesting that
I'm suggesting that as a journalist, you pushed something that was false. You should have corrected it and apologised.
Right. What did I
And do you
push that
regret
was
it?
false?
Let me read a line. The new revelation of 40 babies being killed, some of them being beheaded.
Right.
40 babies were not killed, no babies
Okay,
were beheaded.
I never said 40 babies were beheaded.
But you said murdered. 40 babies were murdered. They weren't.
Right.
40 babies
it now
were not
turns
murdered.
out that not that many babies were murdered. No.
Okay.
In the fog of war, it turned out that
And
was
I
not,
just asked, my
that
question was,
not
do you
true.
regret saying that?
I'm just curious why.
Okay. So, oh my God. Piers Morgan's in denial, guys. Piers Morgan is in denial. Come on, Piers. Why are you doing that? And the audacity he has to tell Mehdi Hassan, why are you splitting hairs on this? Piers, you're the one who's splitting hairs. You're the one who's basically forwarding a propagandic statement. A statement of propaganda, I think that's a better term. And then you're denying a small, tiny part of it. So you basically did say 40 babies were killed. That never happened. That did not happen. They were not beheaded, right? And you're like, oh, but I never said 40 babies were beheaded. Oh my God. Well, I hope this video helped cleared up for everyone here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and please, if you really want to support this channel, become a member. And it really, you know, I really do appreciate it. And I'll have more of this content out for you. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.